Hello everyone, VJ Freddy 2 here, back again with this week's mail. And due to a minor whoopsies, last week's mail, because somehow, I know I did last week's video, and what happened to it, I don't know. It's not on the channel, and nobody said anything either. If you ever see I don't have a mail video, feel free to say, hey, where's the video? So, anyway, this is what I got last week. I got some decks from Vanishing Inc. First of all, there is the Madison and Snyder MXS Casino in red. So these reviews are already up on the channel, so you're going to be like, oh, we saw that already. There is the Verum Vidier from King's Wild, gold and silver. Very shiny, very foily. The review might blind you, and I apologize if it does, but it's just super shiny. You don't see it so much in this color as I throw a card away. Because of course I am. But they're quite shiny. And very nice. And this is like a newer version of a previous version. Silver and gold. There's also a black version, but it's like not available outside of the Kickstarter. And when they did it. There is also from King's Wild, postage paid in blue. Follow up to the red. And then I got another one here, which is from Reddit Decks. In the Philippines, it is the Transition, which is a follow-up to a previous deck they did a couple years ago that starts with an I. The name escapes me. It did the last time I did the video too, I remember that much. And then I got one from Illusionist, shockingly. Illusionist put something new out. It's actually available on the website now, but I got it as a mystery deck. It is the Shipwreck, which looks like a follow-up to the Keepers. It is a marked deck as well. Pretty simple marking system, I would say. And this one is the Four of Hearts. Or Four of Diamonds, sorry. Close. Oh, I was looking at the wrong symbol. The wrong thing for the suit. My bad. So yeah, Illusionist finally putting something out. Then I got a bunch of games. The first one is from a company called Mech. And I apologize if there's anything that I already looked at before. I didn't see any of this in my other videos. Mech, this one is a Hokey, a fortune-telling solitaire, legacy solitaire game. It seems pretty cool. I've gotten through some of it. It's a storyline. You have to read stuff and go back and forth. It seems pretty cool. And then I got some games from Board Game Bliss, of course. We have Broken and Beautiful, a game about Kintsugi, which is from Left Justified Studio. Kintsugi is a Japanese art form of restoring broken pottery using gold, as seen on the box there. And this is a set collecting game, and then you can break certain artifacts to try to then fix them and score more points. But the cards you can fix or whatever shows up on the top of the discard and draw pile at the end of a round. So you're not going to be able to fix everything. If it's broken, it's worthless. If it's not fixed, it's worth points but less points. It just seems pretty cool. It's a very small little game. It came out a couple of years ago, I believe. Does it say? Does it say? I don't know. It doesn't say. But it's a couple of years ago. Then I got... This stuff is falling behind me here. Also from Board Game Bliss. Cahoots. Not to be confused by another game called Cahoots that I got a fair while ago. That was a trick-taking game from Mayday Games or something. This is from Wainwright. And this actually came out in the same year as the other Cahoots. Super confusing. But this one is a cooperative hint and seek card game. This is the new 2024 version, a much smaller box than I was expecting. When I opened it up, I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting. But it's the same game. Basically, you're going to have 4 cards and 4 basically discard piles that you can play cards onto by matching the color or the number. And you're trying to get different things, like the sum of green is the sum of orange, or the sum of pink cards is 14, the sum of yellow is 2, etc., etc. And if you can go through this whole little deck of like objectives, before you run out of cards, you win the game. You're not always going to win, but it seems pretty cool. Then I got some games from Missing Board Games here in Alberta. It took like 2 days to get. Super quick. I haven't got anything from them in a while. But now that I'm here and it's super quick and the shipping is also reasonable, more than it was when I was in Winnipeg, I might get more from them. The first one I got is Microbrewers by grailgames. It's the Brewcrafters Travel card game. It's a card game version of a board game. And it's all about crafting beer. It's actually pretty cool. I do like this one. Played a little bit. I do like it. Originally from Dice Hate Me Studio. And this is from 2019. But it goes back to like 2014, the original game. And then I also got Combo, the deluxe edition from Bezier Games. This is one of those golf style games where you're trying to get the lowest points. And again, it seems pretty cool. This is actually like the highest ranked golf game on Board Game Geek. So I figured I'd check it out. It actually comes with 2 decks instead of just one. I guess that's the deluxe version. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Combo! And then also from them I got Mind Your Business. Mind Your Business. This is from, what's the name of the company again? Envy Born Games. It's a little game where you're going to have cards set up and you're going to be going around them and basically trying to collect gold and coal and stuff like that to score points. It's solo, but you can also play cooperatively with 2 players. And it just seemed really cool, really fun when I saw it, a video of it. And then I got from Amazon, and this one is from Repos Production. It is 7 Wonders Duel. Yeah, it's about time I got to 7 Wonders. I debated between this one and Wingspan, and Wingspan has beautiful artwork and everything. But it just seems like it has so many components, takes up so much space, and it's just such a massive box. So, and also, like twice the price of this game. So I figured this one wins for now. And it's a 2-player version of Duel, which is a very popular game. In fact, listed here 2015 as the best 2-player game by Dice Tower. Also got the Golden Geek Award in 2015 from Board Game Geek. Finalist in 2016 for the International Gamers Awards. It has the Platinum Pawn. Sold over like 1 million copies. As it says here in the back, that's the Platinum Pawn. So yeah, hugely popular. And I'm glad to be checking that one out. I also got another one that's pretty big here. This is from Plan B Games. The first one I've gotten from them. The only one I really think I'm going to get at the moment. And that is Century Spice Road, which is a cool little kind of engine building game about collecting resources and turning them in to collect points. And I like those types of games. I've gone back and forth on this one for, quite a while since I first heard about it. This came out in 2017. I probably heard about it 2 years ago, a year ago, whenever. But I've gone back and forth because it is a bit of a bigger box, but I figured, what the hey, it looks pretty cool. And I've actually ordered some expansions for it. Then, let's move on to this week's stuff. Not quite as much as last week, but a few things. They're all over the place right now. First of all, decks. I got from the bicycle website the new bicycle Mona. Very nice, shiny box. Pretty nice cards, although it's kind of just 3 or 4 characters throughout. But it's pretty nice. Speaking of bicycle, I also got the new bicycle Prestige in shiny gold on the box. It's one of these 2-piece boxes. And it's a black rider back. And it's a plastic deck. It is what it is. I also got the new 52 plus Joker deck for 2014, designed by Elettra Deganello. Very nice. It's got an old school style to it, based on the Doherty decks, Andrew Doherty. It's a homage to that, so very nice. With vintage style court cards and no indexes, so if you like that, you can get it. So you had it available on their website, but it's sold out. I think it's still available on 52 Joker, but you need a membership. And it actually has this whole little thing that comes off the outside to get to the cards, which I'm not going to open up. But yeah, the cards are, you have to unfold a whole bunch of stuff here. It's a little bit extra, but it's fine. And then there's also one I got on eBay. That one I got from 52 Plus Joker. The Prestige deck I got on Amazon. And the Mona deck I got on the Bicycle website. Annoyingly, I got the Mona deck on the Bicycle website. Then I tried to cancel the order. They never responded because I was going to get it on Amazon with like half the price in shipping because USPCC sucks in that regard. They charge too much money for shipping. And at the same time, I also got another deck from them that was on the Cartopia website because they decided, let's just release decks everywhere and force people to pay shipping 2 or 3 times. Super annoying. But anyway, speaking of Bicycle, I got one on eBay as well. The Bicycle Godzilla deck 1.0 from one of these Japanese producers, Brizula Co. I know him, but yeah. And I got some more decks here. Dun, dun, dun. You might have seen this on Instagram. They're all over Instagram, at least in my feed. I keep seeing ads for them. Annoyingly, seeing ads over and over. But this is Pirate Gold. And it comes in this nice, I think they call it a Hessian bag. And in it, you get 2 decks of cards with this set. They do have foil on the tuck case and everything. The pretty nice tuck cases. The Pirate Gold decks. The cards themselves, they're okay. It does have, on the plus side, very nice custom court cards based on real-life pirates. On the negative side, the quality is not the greatest. It is a linen finish and a black course stock, but it just doesn't feel very good. And then the colors as well on the backs. Leaves a little bit to be desired, I think. It's not horrible or anything like that, but it's fine. And the bag is nice. And you also get some pirate treasure with that, a coin. Pretty nice, big coin. There is a set that you can get with a bunch of poker chips, they're all metal. Some people may or may not like that, but it's there. More expensive though. And it's a different deck of cards. It's a bit more generic, I believe. Then I have another deck here of sorts. It's a game, but it's also a deck. It is Crown Hearts. And this I got on the Game Crafter, and it's from SHP Games. And what this is, it's a 5-suited deck. There's no 10s in it. There's everything else, ace through king, but no 10s. As for playing a game of hearts, except they've added in this crown suit in green with, court cards that fit and everything. It's a green suit, and that is the trump suit. So it's hearts with a trump suit, and one of the trump cards is also worth a point. They also made it easy to identify which cards have points because they have colored in pips with points under the index, while the other ones just have hollow pips. It's fine. The quality is, it's okay. It is what it is for a Game Crafter. It's a pretty cool little game. Speaking of games, I got more though. I got some here from Buttonside Games. I got Numbsters. The whole joke with this one is 7, 8, 9. Get it? 7, 8, 9. And what it is, you're trying to get 8 to eat all the other cards. Seems pretty cool. I also got some expansions. I got another one for Tussie Mussy, which I hope is not one that I already have. From what I can tell, it's not. And also one for Forced Sky, which I don't think I had. And I also pre-ordered some other stuff on their website. That should be here before the end of the year, I hope. Then I got one game from a Canadian shop called Multizone. This is from GrailGames. It was on a Kickstarter earlier this year. However, it's just a reprint of an older game, but it's called 101. Originally known as the binary card game. It's all about computers and the ones and the zeros, and it seemed pretty cool. It's a 2-player tactical game. Only 14 seconds out. Originally came out in 2014. Then I also got a couple of games from Philibert. Philibert in France. And the first one is Migo, a little game by a company called Ghost Dog. They have some other games, but they didn't particularly interest me. And this is a game where Migo is basically French for Yeti, and you, the players, are Yetis trying to eat mountain climbers and steal their gear. And basically, it's set collecting. Different cards have different amounts of gear, and whoever has the most scores points for them. And yeah, it's a nice little game. And then there's also Skull Queen, which is a pirate-themed trick-taking game. It's not Skulking. It's not anything like Skulking. It's by Stefan Dora, who I have other games that he's done. Trick-taking. It's put out by Smith Spieler. And yeah, it's a trick-taking game where each player is going to have a player board, a plank in front of them. And you're basically going to give a value, a starting value of 1, 3, 5, or 8 to each of the 4 suits. And as you win or lose tricks in each suit, you're going to move back and forth. And obviously you want to get to the higher numbers so you can score more points. But if you go too far, you fall off the plank and you don't get any points for that suit. So it's an interesting little trick-taking game. A couple of special cards as well. And then I got a couple of games, and I hope I've covered everything. I haven't missed anything from the last 2 weeks. I don't think so. I went back through my older videos from previously in the month to see if there's anything that I hadn't covered. I know I covered Fairy Ring, and I know I covered some of these other games and decks. There is a couple more here that I just got from Zatu Games in the UK. The first is an expansion for The Lost Expedition, a solo game that I'm a fan of from Osprey Games, and this is The Fountain of Youth and Other Adventures. Add some new cards to the game. Seems pretty cool. I have a couple other expenses for them as well. Actually, got to put them with this one, I guess. So I'm interested in that. And the other one is a new game from Cartamundi Games called Castle Combo, even though it really has nothing to do with castles. Basically, you're drafting and playing cards to try and score the most points with combos and whatnot. It seems pretty cool. I do know that this one is coming to North America soon from Pandasaurus, or at least the United States. Canada, I imagine it would be this version, but I haven't seen it yet. If I had it at Zatu, I figured, screw it, I'm going to get it. I'm interested in it, so I might as well get it. And I will look at how to play some of these games before the end of the year. Others, not this year. But that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And I apologize for missing last week's video. Oops.